everyone. Greetings, sea stars and sun stars. Hope everyone is doing great today. Um, it is a beautiful, beautiful day here in North Carolina. And I'm hoping my guests join us soon. We are an hour ahead of her. So we touched base earlier and she said she'll be here. So today we were talking about indigo children. And I know on one of my live broadcasts like 3 weeks ago, we had some of our guests. And I always invite people to participate in the conversation because it's not a me thing. Hi, honey bunny. Hope you had a great week. It's about us coming together, connecting consciousness, basically, and helping each other understand where we are in our spiritual development and helping us to get to the next level. So this is what this program is about. Next week will be the last week, but I'm sure during the week I'll bring information on what's been happening and how we're feeling. Next week, Friday, from Friday to Monday, the 21st being Monday. Hi. It's a big, one second, big event in Earth's history. And hi, beautiful.
Hello. How you doing?
How are you? I am so honored that you have joined us and to share in your knowledge to help people get to the next level. Thank you so much for doing this. Take it away, promote yourself, and that's what it's about, you know? I was so excited during the week. I told people that you were coming on, an indigo child, to help people understand what that is, and let's go from there.
All right. Hi, everybody. My social profiles is Royal Relations on YouTube. I have many videos explaining indigo, explaining a bunch of different topics. Ascension, spiritual awakening, I explain my process, everything that I went through and my spiritual journey when it first began. Also, my Facebook, I also make a lot of posts there, like conscious posts there. My Facebook is Robbie Harris. I'm going to type it. Robbie Harris. And when I don't go live on YouTube, I'll usually go live on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But I came to Instagram because I'm like, I got some Instagram family that I need to connect with so we can get, the more people I can reach, the more faster this shift is going to take place because a lot more people are going to start doing what they need to do to start raising their consciousness. So, yes.
How do they do that? Because most of my audience is between late 20s and 40s. But we want to encourage the young people such as yourself because you have so much information to share with us. You may be the mothers, but you guys are coming from the angelic realm. Mm-hmm. So how do you go about sharing that with us and helping people who has children that are displaying extra abilities? You know what I mean? How would you advise them?
So with what's taking place, with the shift that's taking place coming up, we are about to enter into an age of heightened awareness, heightened intuitiveness. So if your third eye, your pineal gland has already started activating and being open, expect it to be even more open. Expect your supernatural abilities to be even more present. The power that was given to us from back in our Atlantean age, the power of levitation, because not yesterday, but a couple days ago, I realized one of my supernatural abilities taking place. And what I was able to do was I tapped into somebody's eyes. I tapped into their eyes, and I was able to see a face of a person that they had an encounter with. This person, I've never seen this person a day in my life, but when they were telling me, you know, what they were telling me about the situation, I saw the man's face. And when they showed me the picture of who this man is and it confirmed with me, I'm like, wow, I really just tapped into your eyes and was able to see exactly what you saw. So it's supernatural abilities like that. Being able to see further distances, being able to have your hearing go for miles, have your smell and your senses. Yes,
Yes.
your five
Yes.
senses will be very heightened when this
Yes.
shift happens. And
Yes.
most of the shows that I have watched, what is it, Lucy, a movie called Lucy, and there's a show called Lucas Bros. And in both of these shows and movies, they show what the body goes through when you are accessing 100% of your brain.
Yes.
Because when you are accessing 100% of your brain, your consciousness is higher. You're able to do more. You can reach out your
To
astral
float.
arm.
Yeah.
Man, your astral body, it grows. So I
Yes.
have this book called Cyclomancy, and it literally shows you how to use your supernatural abilities, your intuitiveness, to bring in materialistic things, to be able to move your astral arm and be able to move something without your physical arm moving, things
Yes.
like that.
Things like
um
that. Yep.
so when people, because I'm seeing a lot of people are getting misinformed about what
Yes.
December 21st is going to be like.
Yes.
A lot of them are expecting, oh, I'ma just have supernatural abilities, I'ma just do this, that. No, if you have
No.
not been doing your work,
Work.
if you
You
have not
have
been
to
doing
do the
your inner
work.
work, aligning your
Yes.
chakras,
Yes.
making sure you have done your shadow work, had a
Yes.
conversation with your shadow self,
Yeah.
um,
Oh, child.
peeling off your ego, because a lot of people are
Yes.
stuck in their
The
egos.
ego.
I've caught
Yes.
myself numerous times. And yes,
Yes.
us beings, I'm not perfect. We can
Yes.
ascend and we
Yes.
can also descend. There was times where I've caught myself descending into my old habits. So
Yes.
what we have to do is stay focused and
Yes.
stay
Yes.
moving into the path that we want to create for ourselves. So
Yes.
with this eclipse tomorrow, the eclipse is tomorrow.
Mm.
Um, it's in Sagittarius, and we
Yes.
have
Yes.
Saturn in Aquarius, which means
Woo.
everything, it's going to be looking at everything we've been doing. It's going to look at have we been putting in the work, have we, so basically what you're supposed to do in this shift is look at everything that you've learned
Yes.
back
Yes.
then,
Yes.
all of the things that no longer work for you, the government, the
The
working
letting go.
working to
The letting go.
survive, things like
Yes.
that. All of
Yes.
those things, if they have not worked for you, what work are you going to put in to change that and move on to what you want to
Yes.
create, what
Create.
reality you want
Yes.
to bring in for yourself, what
Yes.
works for you, so that
Yes.
you're not living to be a slave, so that you're not being controlled, so that you're not walking around not experiencing life like you're supposed to be.
Mm.
Because the system that was built was that we had the government in place,
Didn't
it
work
was
for
not built for
us.
us to be free.
Nope.
It was not built for us to go out and
Nope.
experience the grand, not mostly melanated people, of course, but
Mm-hmm.
we have to understand, and I caught this earlier today when I woke up, and it kind of made me mad.
Uh-oh.
What ties us down to the third dimension and you not ascending is judgment, fear and judgment. And I
Judgment.
saw I saw some of my people, they were judging this lady. She was basically saying how you shouldn't turn your backs on white people, because at the end of the day we are all supposed to be one frequency. If you're still looking at people from a standpoint of, oh, I only see you by the color of your skin or what your ancestors did to me, then you're not healing. you're not
That's
moving
right.
forward. You're
That's right.
judgmental. And they
That's
literally
right.
attacked this lady. And it's people that have been, you know, I'm not gonna even speak on who it was, but I felt her energy. She was attacked all because she felt like we should all be one. Don't sit there and, you know, don't become your oppressor.
Exactly.
Don't become your
Exactly.
oppressor.
So
Don't hate nobody for the color of
this
their
is an
skin or what they
individual
did, because
journey.
you have to
Yes.
realize that
Yes.
we are very old souls. We have incarnated numerous times. So yes,
Millions
we
of
are going to
years.
be
Millions
held
of
to a
years.
higher standard. Our
Yes. Yes.
ancestors are going to kick our ass when we ain't doing right. The unmelanated, they are babies in this. That's what y'all have to understand. They are babies in this. This is their first round. Some of them have not even learned of incarnation or been able to
No.
reincarnate. They are babies, but we've been reincarnating for centuries. So you have to come
There
to a
are the
level of
lower.
understanding. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
they're the lower souls that when Maldek blew up, they were
Mm-hmm.
lost in the ether. And the elders, because as you know, no spirit, no energy is not lost. So they
Right.
were just there. So the elders approached Earth and asked her to help them to heal because they're healing too. They are
Exactly.
young, you know. They're what, the fifth sub race out of the fifth root race. So they're healing too. And that's where you come in, the indigo children, because y'all are the beginning of the sixth root race. I know some schools of thought talk about the Nova man being the sixth root race, but the Nova man is not a race; it's a lifestyle. That's that
Mm-hmm.
gay and
Exactly.
non-gender and all this stuff that's happening now. That's a lifestyle. That's not a root race.
Exactly.
So the indigo children are the sixth root race. They've been incarnated to take us to the next level.
Exactly. And what
Mm-hmm.
indigos, what we really do, and I've noticed this since I was a child, we challenge every
Every
system that they have in place.
yeah.
School, you cannot send us to school because we are realizing that the things that we are learning in these schools is either false information or something that we have already known or taught ourselves. And so
Yes.
you have
Yes.
these indigo children, which they label us with ADHD and
HD.
ADD,
Uh-huh.
when whole time that's nothing. That's not what it is. They just put that label on it. So when
Yes.
we're
Yes.
in these school systems, and we have this fluttering energy,
Yes.
ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder.
Yes. Yes.
Hyperactive because we are literally already high vibrational people.
Yes.
We can't raise our vibration no higher. If we do, we're gonna be sensitive to everything around
Everything.
us.
Yes.
So when you
Yes.
put these
Yes.
children in schools, for one, they cannot sit down. Why? Because if you have 20 children in a classroom and that child is feeling everybody's energy that is in that classroom,
That's,
and if somebody
ooh.
has some toxic energy, that child cannot sit next to that person because
So
they're going to feel
yes.
them, they're going to feel their emotions, all of that.
Yes.
So yes, they have to move around to flutter out the energy.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
That's all.
Yes.
And
Yes.
then with the learning, what we do is we think different. We take everything that they do and we do it faster, better,
Faster.
smarter. We work
Yes.
smarter, not harder. And I've learned when I got into the work field and going to college, they don't want you to work. They don't want you
No.
to work
No.
smarter
It's supposed to dumb you down.
than them.
Yes.
They don't
Yes.
want you to work faster than them. If you
Yes.
are in college, I was a straight A student in college. I had no problems with my work. What it was,
Mm-hmm.
the professors, they want you to use their formulas, not the
Yes.
ones that we learned
Yep.
in middle school and high school. They want you to
Mm.
learn a whole new formula and do it exactly how they want you to do it. Not how your
Yes.
mind, even if your mind figured out a better, faster way to do it, they still want you to go through
Yes.
all that work that
Uh,
they had to
mm.
go through to figure out that answer. And now they're
Yeah.
teaching this concept to your children in school. I've had people come to me and they're saying, oh, they're trying to so-called teach common sense. You cannot
Mm-hmm.
teach common
Common
sense. Something
sense.
I've learned that common
Oh!
sense is not so common. Not everybody has
Teach!
common sense. That's something that has to come from within. You
Yes.
cannot teach that.
Oh
So
my goodness.
when we go to these institutions and working, I've noticed when I was working, I'm moving fast. I'm working in warehouses. I'm moving faster than the men are. I'm doing everything smarter. I'm going in every job that I had. I've accelerated to a managerial position
Yes.
fast because of
Yes.
how I
Yes.
am, how I work.
Yes.
I leave my work, I leave my name on everything that I touch, and I have integrity, and I take pride in everything that I do. So
Everything
I'm
you
gonna do
do.
it the right way.
Yes.
So
Yes.
with that comes in jealousy from working, not being fully fulfilled when having a job. So
Yes.
indigos,
Yes.
we can't keep jobs. If we are not passionate about what we are doing, and we
Yes.
have a boss that's coming and telling us, "Oh, I want you to do it this way, not the way that
Not
you
the way.
created, a better, faster way. Do it
Yep.
my way." No, we can't
Yep.
keep that job. We will not stay there.
Yes.
So our
So,
indigoness, yes, we bringing that
yes.
out into 2020. Yes,
Oh my God.
yes, we tearing this system
I love
down.
this. I love this. Although I was before the Indigo era, everything you're saying, I have experienced. I go into jobs and I learn the job inside out. And my problem is if I learn it inside out, I'm bored. I need to do something else. So it's difficult for me working for other people because they don't get me. I
Yeah,
intimidate people even without even trying. I can go into a room and change the dynamics of that room just right quick. I can bring a
exactly.
happy environment, a happy space. Right now, I had my own business and I lost everything in a fire, so I'm trying to build that back. In the meantime, I'm working with children because I always say to the universe, put me where you need me the most. And she always
Period.
puts me with the children. So I have the 3-year-olds and I have about 4 black kids in my class. The way they learn is different than the white kids. The white kids need a lot of guidance, a lot of instruction. Or black kids, I can say, do this, and they will do it, but they'll do it their way. And,
Exactly.
so I'm like, yeah, you did it. You got this. They are natural born leaders.
And
So
creators. What it
I'm
is that
creators.
creative energy that the government does not want. And
Yes.
with us indigos, they give us Ritalin, which takes away our
Mm.
creativity. And I kid you not,
It
it's
makes
a
them
drug worse.
emotional.
Man,
Mm.
weed sits you down on a level, where you can be creative in your mind. But Ritalin sits you down on a level where you feel like you're nothing.
Oh,
You
they
feel
be,
like
they
you're
go from
nothing.
creative to emotional. They
Yeah.
go from doing to crying, and I don't get that because growing up, I'm from the Caribbean, as you can tell my accent. Our parents will let us go outside, run till the cows come home, go with nature. The only thing we came home was for lunch, for something to eat, and not even then because we ate off the land. So
Mm-hmm.
we were more grounded and more connected. I have seen half man, half horse when I was younger. And to me, it was like, oh, it wasn't something supernatural. It was just, oh, because I knew that spiritually. But
Mm-hmm.
then we are locked down. We're told, you shouldn't see that. You shouldn't see that. My
Mm-hmm.
mom had the gift that have. I don't even have to be in your space, and it's heightened now. I just know things about you, your past life, from way back when, from millions of years. I can even know what planet you're from. And I used to not tap into it because I'm not supposed to know. That's what we tell us.
Exactly.
We're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to say this. You're not supposed to say that. And when I know things, I get quiet. Like the World Trade Center, I knew that was going to happen. I told people, and they laughed at me. 2 weeks before it happened, I was home in Barbados, and there were tons of crows on the wires, and the sun was
Mm-hmm.
yellow. We say that the sun has blood on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, and outside was unusually quiet. And I said to the guy I was dating at the time, I said, something major is coming. I said, they didn't tell me what it is, but it's coming. He says, oh, you crazy. You, what are we smoking?
I swear,
I got
that's
quiet.
exactly how it is. They look at us like we crazy until they
Like, be
see it in
crazy.
physical proof, but they all that, and then they questioning like, oh, what is this? Oh, I don't have no answer for you now. You should have listened while I was telling you.
Exactly, exactly. So when it happened, he was like, "You said," I said, too late now." And there are other instances, I've seen the divine goddess as this golden woman in the center of the earth. I mean, she was giant, and I was just a speck looking at her. And I woke up, it was 4 o'clock in the morning, and I woke up and I just started writing everything down. And when I woke up, the last thing she said to me was, "You have the power." And from that point, my ability had increased tremendously. When people come to my shop at the time, I would do Akasha readings. I call it Akasha because that's the only name I could put to it, so people can understand it. But I don't know if there's a name for what I have. I just know things. I just have this connection to
I feel
her.
like we shouldn't even label anything that we
Exactly.
have because it's gonna limit our power. So
Exactly.
no labels.
I try not to, but when people ask me, what is that? I said, well, it's the Akasha, but it is more than that. Because times when I commune with her, right now I have two Sekhmet and Basset in the corners of my house, two giant statues, and they protect. And one thing she said to me, "You're from the lion people." So I was like, "The lion people, what is that?" And I was like, "Oh, the Lyrians." The way I am feeling sometimes, I'm very buoyant.
And that's
I
exactly where
always
I felt I was from, the Lyrians.
the Lyrians. And the Lyrians are the guardians. That's the feminine planet. They're the guardians of our universe, because I try to explain to people our universe is made up of 5 realms, 5 different realms. Not just where we are is just a piece of land. There's so much more that's going on.
We just
So
don't see it because it's
we just
like
don't
we
see
don't
it.
even see all the stars that are in the sky. If we saw the true sky, we would never be in a house.
Oh my, but it's
If we saw
coming.
the true sky, we would never be in a house.
Never be in a house. The other day I took a picture of, I was by the lake because I'm drawn to the lake. And I was at the lake, and I took a picture of the sun. And behind the sun was another orb. And that orb was reds and yellows and blues and greens. And I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are showing me this. I'm seeing this. And I shared it on Instagram, and nobody responded. It's like, I want to share this beauty. I want to share what's here. It's not coming. It is already here.
What I noticed about like with us sharing certain type of things, they not gonna get it. Sometimes spirit sends us certain things to see just the experience for ourselves and to just dove in that moment and cherish
Yes.
that moment. I've noticed when I put my camera up to a lot of things that I, was seeing, it stopped showing itself. So
It's
I'm
not.
like, you know what? I'm done trying to show these people. I'ma just experience what y'all showing me. And if they
Yes.
catch whatever, because
Yes.
everybody's different. If they're not on the
Yes.
frequency to accept the information that we're standing, that we're sending, then it's pointless.
It's
It's pointless.
pointless.
But for those
Yes.
who are on our frequency, who are, accepting the information that we are giving out, those are who will benefit from us posting anything. And when I noticed, like, at the beginning of 2017, that's when I started my spiritual journey, I had literally nobody. Not a friend, not a family member that was on my side. I was literally alone by myself. I could not go to somebody and, hey, what is your thoughts on this? Or, hey,
Yes.
what do you think about this? I had to literally do everything myself. I was ridiculed.
You
I
did
was
your work.
shunned. I was
Yeah.
talked about. I was called so many
Yes.
names. So many
Yes.
names. And now those in 2020, those same type of people are the ones who are in my inbox now questioning me, that asking,
Yes.
oh, what
Yes.
does this mean? Da da da. Now they want the information. This is why I say to people who enter my inbox, I tell everybody the same thing. Go through my videos. I get too many messages from all platforms to repeat myself each time I'm
It's hard.
at.
It is
So you
difficult.
have to go through the work. And people
Yes.
don't want to go through the work. That's why this Saturn energy is popping up right now. The people who
Yes.
don't feel like, oh, I don't want to watch an hour-long video
Mm-hmm.
to
Yes.
get
Yes.
knowledge, da 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 da. Well, sweetheart, if you want to expand your mind, expand your consciousness, and expand your knowledge, you have to do these
You
things.
have to do the work.
It be times where I was about to fall asleep. I'm forcing myself to watch certain things because at the end, I know I'm going to get the full message of what I need to hear. That's
Actually,
what it's about.
I can go back and watch some of Delbert Blair's videos that I've watched several times, and I get a different message now than before. I'm like, I watched this. How did I get this? Because I wasn't ready for the message
Yes.
then. My centers have now opened up to
Exactly.
receive that message. So now I'm reviewing everything that I've watched before. And people contact me and ask me, and that's why I started this. Next week is the final week because the Divine Goddess said only until the 20th. And I've started listening to her more because I'll ask and then I'll go off and do something else. So now I listen even more. And she said only until the 20th, because whatever that energy that's coming, it's already here.
Exactly.
But it's going to be
We've
here
been feeling
more
it for the past week already.
You know, so it's going to be more intense come the 18th to the 21st. But it's going to be beyond the 21st. And this is where now we get the separation happening.
Yes.
Those who've done the work will become the leaders. That's the people call it 144,000. It's that frequency. So she is separating so that we can be the light for all those who are coming, because not everyone will elevate. People have to stay and continue this, I call it game. Some people will choose to not wake up. Some people who are awake will choose to go back into the matrix. And I always tell people too to watch the matrix again. Once you come into a new knowledge, go back and watch the matrix.
Keep watching it. Keep watching it. Because here's how you're gonna get new codes.
Oh my goodness!
And it's crazy you said that. Because the energy that is coming this full week, all of that energy is what's going to tie in your next 6 months. Your next 6 months is based off the energy of this whole week on how you move, how you operate, how your mind is. This is why I'm telling people, get out of judgment. Because if you are judging people, if you are not allowing people their opinions, their truth, what did I write down earlier? I said, assess rather than judge. Assess and look at why somebody thinks the way that they think, and try to get a deeper understanding. And also observe rather than criticize. You cannot sit there and criticize nobody for their opinions. You observe them for it and to figure out why they think the way they think. We cannot.
And that's a lesson for you as well. That's a lesson that I take whenever I come into a presence of someone now. And well, most of the people around me are pretty straightforward. But if I come into the presence of someone who we would consider being negative, I look at it and say, am I an observer? Or what have I been thinking that led this person to me?
Exactly.
So I got to get me right here before I can judge. And it's not for me to judge. It's for me to observe my behavior first.
Exactly. Because everything that we bring into our lives is a manifestation of what's going on in our heads. So if somebody negative came into your life and that person has a certain energy, like you said, you have to figure out why that person is in your life, because you manifested that person in your life. The only thing that is around you is everything that you focus on, everything that you have in your imagination. Shadow self as well. Your shadow self will bring more demons into your life for you to not kill your demons. You shouldn't kill your demons. Face them and tame them. You can't kill a demon.
Because that's their job. Their job is to get us on the right path.
Keep you on your shit, basically. Keep you on your shit. Yes. People look at demons as something scary. No, the only reason you're scared of your demon is because you don't want to face it.
Exactly. And when
And
you
that's
do,
all. You
oh
don't
my
want to face your
gosh,
shadow self. A lot of people's shadow selves are stuck in very, very low dimensional
yes,
frequencies. They are
yes,
very narcissistic, toxic. I like
yes.
even little habits with myself. Even though I've done shadow work, I don't cap shadow work off as doing it one time. No, that's something that you need to complete and keep doing until you
Doing,
feel like
yep,
you have
yep,
fully, come
yep,
in contact
yep,
with your shadow self, and you are in power of your shadow self.
yes, yes.
Your shadow
You
self
are
is
the
not
power.
controlling over you.
Hmm. It's, when the divine goddess said, and when I talk about the divine goddess, people still are caught up on the masculine, because I don't exclude the divine masculine, but we have connected to God for so long we forgot that the mother. So when I rediscovered the mother in my life, everything now is mama, mama, mama. But
Mm-hmm.
before I close my eyes in the night, I pay homage to the father as well, because it's that balance that will help us on our journey as well. So I tell people,
Exactly.
although I said the divine feminine, I don't exclude the divine masculine, because we're
Balance. You
both.
have to have balance
We
with
have to have that balance.
everything. This is why I say there's no good person or bad person in this world. It's just the way we balance our dark and the way that we balance our light. Some people
Yes,
dark is turned up too high to the point that they're evil as shit. Some people light is turned up too high where they let people run over them. They let people do but they're too nice. So you have to learn how to balance those
I
out.
have to learn the
Be
balance.
dark when you have
Yep,
to be.
yep,
Be light when you have to be. Balance
yep,
that out.
yep,
That's what
yep,
those Libra scales are for.
yep. That's what I had to learn to do, because I was so sweet. I was so sweet. I was sick of me. I didn't when I was young. When I was when I was younger, I did
Sick of
not know how
yourself.
to be mean. And when I was mean, I was like, oh gosh, I gotta go fix that. But as I matured, and one of the things we used to worry too about what people say. And as I
Mm-hmm.
matured, I was like, shoot, as long as I know I have not aggressed upon you, I have been honest in my speech towards you, as long as I didn't turn you the opposite direction, then
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with it. Because with
Exactly.
this knowledge comes great responsibility. And I'm very, very careful how I share that knowledge. Because one time this psychic girl in Barbados, she said to me, I have the spirit, of God in my tongue. I can take people closer to God or further away. And that has impacted my life, because
Mm.
I know I can say things, and the way I say it makes people stop. Either what we say, good or bad, which are judgments, right? So now I am
Yes.
careful how I say and what I say to people,
Yes.
because
I've
with this
learned I have
knowledge,
that as well. I have that. The people who watch
yep,
my
with this
lives on
knowledge, it can,
Facebook, they say
uh-huh,
like, oh well, you have connected me back to source, you woke me up. But that's the good side. But me, when
yes,
I'm basically telling people about themselves, what it is us indigos, what we do
mm-hmm,
is we mirror people's toxic traits back to them.
yes,
We are
yes,
literally a mirror for them to. We don't even have to. Sometimes we don't even have to say anything. Our actions will
mm-hmm,
begin to mirror their actions because we embody them. We embody the
yes.
energy that we are around. We become the energy that we are around. So if it's a
We
negative
do.
energy that is around us, we're gonna mirror that energy right back to you. If it's something that's traumatic experience that you've been through, which made you become a certain type of person, um,
Mm-hmm,
we end up bringing that out and showing you, hey, this is why you are the way that you are. This is what you need to go
mm-hmm.
heal. We
Let
are
me ask you a
literally
question.
healers.
As an indigo child, um, you are, well, you're angelic, and you are around, above the amethyst, or above the head chakra. So you have that angelic quality that's coming through. As an angelic being, and since you travel from this realm to other realms,
Mm-hmm.
what are your views on the the dissolving of the toroidal fields for all the realms? Since you're a traveler.
So and I've been traveling since a child. This is why us indigos, we wet the bed a lot because our spirit is literally gone. Like you can't wake up an indigo to tell them to go pee. Like our spirit is gone into another realm. And basically in order to get out of this realm, this Van Allen belt, all of this radiation and frequency that is covering around our earth, which is about to open up December 21st with that alignment.
Yep.
If you still have your desires, still have earthly desires, it's going to hold you here. You're not going to be able to go nowhere because you still too deep into your flesh self. You still too deep in, oh, I want this nice fancy car. This is my life. Oh, I need this Gucci Prada bag. This is my life. You're not going nowhere.
You're not going nowhere.
You're staying your ass right here.
You're going to be willing to let go of all those things. You're going to be
right.
When you're spiritually in tune, those things become secondary. You know, those things become
but we know that we don't need that.
People
who think like, oh, money is everything. No, money is energy. No. Money is frequency. It's not something that you need to survive. They use that as something
to keep you trapped.
Yeah, something to keep you trapped. But when this portal opens up, this is why a lot of the elites will be taking this time to make their exit. They've been doing everything. They know what they need to do. You have to be right up here in order to leave. You have to be right.
A lot of them are leaving. A lot of them are leaving.
Yes, they got that down pat. And I got that from Trump when he said that everything will be okay about, all the vaccines, this is that and the third. No, baby, you got your shit ready and he's about to dip out. So we're going to be seeing their clones from now on. From this point, from December 21st, between December 21st and January 1st, they're going to be exiting. After January 5th, you're going to be seeing their clones. That's it. That's all. And people who don't know that there are clones that exist, you're going to be stuck looking at cognitive dissonance. You're going to be stuck not realizing what you're looking at, what you're seeing, because now it's coming to a point where we have to start getting ourselves ready physically. Like I said, the first 3.5 years, this is a 7-year tribulation. The first 3.5 years, when that planet got here, it woke the mass of indigos up so we can start doing what we need to do to prepare for us taking down this system. We are 3.5 years in the middle, dead smack in the middle, February 21st. We are 2 months before the middle to where we start being able to really go into our physical power. So next year, 2021, that whole year, now you should start airbending.
If you been right now,
airbend. Try to learn how to move stuff. Man, it's over with because if you have not done the mental work was the first 3.5 years. The physical work is the second 3.5 years. When you're done with both of those together, in 2024, it creates the fucking completion. In 2017, we had an eclipse go across the United States, and it went that way. I posted it in my last live on Facebook. And in 2024, we have another eclipse that goes that
coming through.
It creates an X over the United fucking States. It's
X marks the spot.
And you know where it lands in? The X meets in Salem, Indiana. Indiana, the true Indians' land. The true man is insane.
She just lit a fire under you. The mother is here. I can feel her energy.
Yes. I feel it in my back. My back is
I can feel her all around me. My goodness. Yes. I listen, you have given me life because everything you're saying, I have been saying last year in my shop when some of my people came through. I said to them, look, a major shift is coming next year. Now, the divine doesn't always show me. She'll put a block because remember, the draconians can still pluck stuff out of the ether. So when she
Yeah.
shows me,
Yeah.
she'll
Because a lot of
stop
my messages, I feel like
until
they've been blocked.
they've been after me. They have tried their best, but one thing I know they can't do is kill me. One thing she said to me, they
Period.
cannot kill
They
you.
can't
But
touch
and I
us.
would tell people I was in my Job moments. They took everything from me because they are still in the material world. So they figured, let's take this from her. She's a human being.
Yep.
When they
Let's
burn
mess
my
up her
shop down,
car. Let's go,
hmm,
mess with her funds. Let's
yeah,
go push some people in her
homeless,
life that
all of
got
that.
negative energy. It man. Yes.
Man, and I still true. I had a moment where I was like, Mama, you said do this, and I did this, and now look what happened. And I would go down to the lake every day, and
Mm-hmm.
talk to the goddess. And the one time she said to me, stand in the water. I just heard his voice say, calm, feminine voice, stand in the water. And like an obedient child, I just stood up and stood in the water. When I looked down, there were fish all around my foot. The water
Mm.
was bubbling. And I just poured everything out because, water remembers.
Yes.
Water remembers. There's a plasma, is a life force of the goddess.
Yes.
And I stood there and I was like, oh my gosh. And I just started crying like a baby. I cried and cried and cried. And she said to me, it's going to get easier. This was my cleansing. She cleansed me for this moment because it's going to come a time where we are going to be the ones to help those who have not fully realized themselves yet. And I always say to people, I don't think I'm going to physically die. I don't ever have that sense that I'll physically die. I have this sense that I'll leave
Mm-hmm.
and
Yep.
take this body. So I know she's been cleansing every time. Every Sunday before I come on, I do my meditations. And today my meditation was lay on your back and look beyond the stars. And she showed me all of the ships are there waiting. They're there. But I was beyond the ships. I went to Lyria. I went to the constellation Cassiopeia. And I'm
Mm.
like, oh man. She said, okay, come on back. And she tugged my string, and I said, man, do I
Let me
have
see
to?
this constellation.
Do I have to come back? And I want people to know this is no pretend stuff. This is very real.
Yes,
This is
I be
very
so
real.
mad. I'm like, this is why a lot of us wake up in the morning with this feeling like, I'm back here. I gotta go through this matrix. And I just gotta take
Yeah,
a
you gotta go through pretend.
yes.
Man, this is such a beautiful time, And what would you say to mothers who are concerned? Because I have a few people in that come on the live. I don't have a group because I don't believe in stifling. I don't like group work per se.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, because we like to get in groups and get relaxed. I don't want that for people. I want people to come, get the information, and be like butterflies
And
and
be able to
flutter.
fly, yes.
Be able to
As
fly.
free
Because
as you can
butterflies,
be, yes.
yeah,
Yes.
butterflies were in the beginning. Those were some of the butterflies and turtles were the first animals created. So I like people to be able to be free like butterflies. But I had one person ask me about leaving with her daughter because I said to people we are from different soul groups, and our soul groups are they're waiting for us. We're here
Mm-hmm.
in this school to learn. So they're concerned about leaving their children behind. What would you say to them?
First of all, we have to realize that our children are ours. They're not ours.
Mm,
Our children, we are literally a portal for them to come into this realm and have their own experience. Most of us and our children, they chose their parents, they chose their
mm,
missions, they chose everything that they were birthed in for a reason. So
mm.
a lot of us will be going but
You're breaking
he
up a
can
little
go in
bit.
water as well. We are water beings as well, but he can't. So even though we are from different, soul families, you will still I feel like we still are going to remember our children, when it comes to us reincarnated and us, how we meet these people that we've never known a day in our lives, but we feel
Right.
this deep connection with them, that we've known them for years. We've known that some
Yeah.
of those were your child in another life. Like, you're not
Mm.
going to lose that connection at all. Even though,
Mm.
like I said, our children are not ours. And I learned that because basically, like, with my
You're breaking up in between. You're breaking up in between. You're breaking up. It seems like we lost a little bit of the connection there. All right. Let me see if I can get her back. I am loving this conversation. Hold on. How are you guys feeling? I know we're past a half an hour. Let's see if we can get I back again.
Okay, we
Hi.
got to get back over here.
Yes,
We
we're
got to
back.
get back over here. Hold on, let me
Yeah, I'm loving this. Uh-huh.
I'm trying to figure
All
out why.
right. It's just great, but we be good. So if
Figure
you
out
can
why
give
it's
us
not.
like 5 more minutes just to talk about parents who are wondering about losing their children when they elevate to the next level. If you
Yeah,
can give us
we
because we
are going to
broke up
be
in
losing
between.
our children. Our children, like I said, they really not ours. They have
Yeah.
their own spiritual journey. They have their own, solar family that they have to go back to. And we have to
Yeah.
realize that we are not connected to anybody down here. We are individuals.
Yes.
So with that also comes, like I said, this is why I feel like they turned it off, because I started to speak on reptilians
Yes.
and how my
Yes.
sister is one. So yes,
Yes.
I
Yes.
had to
Yes.
realize, like, yes, I have to let her go. I love her to
Yeah.
death. This is that and the
Mm.
third. But when I seen, like, I have to understand why she does the things that she does, how
Mm-hmm.
reptilians, they eat their young, they don't have sympathy for children.
No, they don't.
And she
Cause they,
literally embodied that. She showed me a
yeah.
picture of her
Yeah.
eyes going reptilian. And
Woo!
I had to realize, like, hey, your family ain't
Ooh.
your family. This is why it's only
Yeah.
one woke person per family.
Yeah.
Normally
Yeah.
two,
The
maybe
funny
two.
thing is, my nephew is an Indigo child. He always feels out of sorts, and he's a grown man, about 40. But
Because
my
that's not his
mother,
solar family.
so
That's
my
all.
mother was a very powerful woman, but very low key with it. She gave each and every one of us the ability um, to see beyond. I
Mm.
guess I'm the one who, if you want to say, get an extra dose. And I asked my sister one day, I said, why don't you use your ability? She says, I'm not interested. And I find that hard. Exactly. I found that disturbing because I'm like, this is your Christmas. This is your gifts. This is a
That's
gift,
why
the
L
best
has to
gift you could
snatch it
ever
away.
want.
If you don't use it, you will lose
You'll
it.
lose it. It's just amazing to me that you can, gosh, it boggles my
Man.
mind. Look at me getting all, this time, we are the gifts under the tree. We
Yes.
are the gifts under the tree. And
Yes.
I can't express that enough to people. Don't look for physical Christmas gifts. We are the gifts
You are the
under the
gift.
tree.
And what's
My
crazy,
goodness.
oh my gosh, I'm just remembering this. I did a play back, and it was literally on, I think, December 21st. It was called The Gift. And the
Mm.
whole message about the play was us being the gift.
Woo!
You just triggered that. Wow.
Oh
I
my
that.
goodness. My
Wow.
goodness. I am having so much fun with this. You know, maybe we can do this again sometime soon. I hope
Most
this was a
definitely.
lot of food. I hope people don't choke on all of this because this was a lot of
I had somebody tell me earlier, you need to get off them drugs. I'm
I
like,
see
no, baby, you
something.
need to go take a mushroom trip or something
You
and
know.
learn that everything around you is a matrix and fake. I love negative energy because I could be an alchemist and transmute it and still be
Yes,
happy. Negative energy
yes,
does not
yes.
affect me. I use it.
Man, this was a lot of food. Listen, I had me a sweet potato in the oven, girl. I forgot everything about that damn sweet potato. It must be a Christmas now
Oh
because
Lord.
it's great to find like minds that you can connect with in this
Yes.
sea of this corona, this crown virus that has found its way, this draconian energy, because that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It jumps. I tell people it jumps people. This draconian energy that has found its way in our in this world, this construct, because it's not our world. In this construct, has gotten people where they're not connecting. But it's also been a good
Yeah.
thing because I connected with you. You are
Yes.
such a beautiful spirit. You're
Thank you,
such
as
an
well as you,
angel.
love.
Such from the angelic realm, and the Lyrians, you've just made them extremely happy because
Yes,
the
I hope so.
Lyrians, they are the guardians. We are the guardians. And next week, maybe we can continue this. I love it. And my queen, my daughter, that's what you are to me, my daughter. I'm so happy to finally meet someone from the Lyrian constellation like myself.
Yes.
So, so
Fellow star seeds.
fellow starseed, because I'm going up and out, on
Mm-hmm.
to bigger and better things. I enjoy this time as much as that in my understanding. Now that I'm older, I can say I enjoyed it. When I was going through all the crap, I did not enjoy it.
No,
But
yeah.
now I'm like, Mama, thank you. And every day is my thank you and my gratitude. And I always tell people, when you are in the knowledge, it doesn't matter what your riches are, it deals with your heart and your intention. So
Exactly.
you have to have the
Exactly.
right intention and the heart because she knows your heart. And as the Egyptians say, if your heart is as light as a feather, then you're entered into the kingdom.
Period. Period.
So our hearts are light
Yes.
as feathers, and we are
Yes.
sharing. I'm sure people are getting their belly full today, and you have successfully opened up other people to receiving the light that's coming between the 18th and the 21st and
Yes.
beyond
And
and
beyond.
beyond and beyond. So hopefully next week you can be on and let's light it up because that's the last, next Sunday is the last day
Yeah.
for this. So
Mm-hmm.
let's light it up and let's do
Yes.
the incantation and bring in that mother energy because she showed up today, honey.
She
She
did.
showed
I
up.
felt it right on my back.
Right, girl, right in my neck, all around me.
Uh,
I'm sweaty, girl.
yes. I'm literally sitting with my hands like this because they're sweating. The
They're
energy is going
sweating.
through my hands.
Yes. Yes, that's when you know it is a blessed meeting. Thank you so much, Queen.
I
And we will
appreciate
talk
the
next week.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank
And let
you.
people know again how they can find you. Let them know. Let them know.
Yes, my page, my Instagram, AYY_Harris. As you can see, my Facebook, Robbie Harris, and my YouTube is Royal Relations. I'm typing it in.
Awesome, awesome. This young lady, Summer, she is a fairy. We had this talk during the week, and she just joined, but hopefully she can look back at this, and maybe next week she can join and tell us about her adventures. All right. So you take care. Have a wonderful, wonderful week, and may the universe send you much blessings.
Thank you,
Talk to
love.
you
You
next
too as
Sunday.
well.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.